SADP, batch configuration, and IVMS, version 2 and 3. Please note it is assumed you have a basic understanding of the networking. Also in the comments below you can skip to the different pieces of software. This table refers to the main differences between these pieces of software. CEC recommend to do password resets only using SADP and batch configuration, as we need the full serial number and full company details when you contact us. SADP is a piece of software by Hikvision that scans a local network for all Hikvision devices. As you can see, we have an NVR, an Intercom room station, a camera, and an Intercom door station. To check the version of your software, click on the eye next to the minimize button. This will tell you the full version and build of the software. I will just rearrange these to make it easier to see and expand. Inactive means that the camera does not have a password. We can bulk activate devices by selecting all inactive devices, clicking here to expand the right pane, and putting in a password. This channel password is just for the NVR, and it is a password it pushes to inactive cameras when connected to the back PoE port. You can have it the same or leave it as a different password. I'm going to leave mine as the same. Confirmed, now they're all active. We can also bulk assign network addresses. If you are unsure of what to put in here, please consult the site's IT department. In this example, I'm going to put 192.168.1.50. The default port is 8000, so I'll put 8000 in there. The subnet mask I use is 255.255.255.0, and the gateway I use will be 192.168.1.1. The default HTTP port is 80, and we'll put in the password that we just gave it. As you can see, it's assigned consecutive IP addresses 50, 51, 52, and 53. OK to confirm. These are now ready to be configured. If a password is not known, you can select a device, expand the right pane, and click on Forgot Password. Click on Export. Once you have saved this file, please send it to csdsupport@csd.com.au, ensuring you include your full company details. We will then reply to you with a new file where you click on Import, select the new file we've sent you, and put in a new password. Batch configuration can do everything SADP can do and more. To expand the bottom here, the bottom section is the scanning section and the top section is where you add devices to. To check the version of batch configuration, click on the eye next to the minimize button. This will tell you the full version and build of the software. To activate devices, select all inactive devices and click on Activate. Give it a password. They are all activated. To bulk assign network addresses, select all activated devices and click on Edit Network Parameters. If you are unsure of what to put in here, please consult the site's IT department. I'm going to use 192.168.1.50. The default port is 8000. The subnet mask I'll use will be 255.255.255.0. The gateway I'll use will be 192.168.1.1, and the default HTTP port is 80. Input the password we just gave it. As you can see, it's assigned consecutive addresses 50, 51, 52, and 53. To add them to the top, select all activated devices and click on Add. Input the password, and they're all added to the top. This is really useful for resetting, defaulting, or updating firmware on multiple devices at one time. As an example, I'll default 3 devices. Select the devices you want, click on Restore Parameters, complete restoration, and we can now remove them from the top. Once rebooted, they'll come up as inactive. If a password is not known, select the device and click on Reset Password. Export the file and send it to csdsupport@csd.com.au. Please note to include your full company details as we check this and the serial number when you send the file to us. Once we have sent you a new file, you will click on Import and select the new file we've sent to you and input the password. This is RVMS 4200. To check the version, go to Help and About. To activate devices, select all inactive devices. You can select a device and do Ctrl A if all devices are inactive, and then click on Activate. Put in a password. This password is just for the NVR, and it is the password it pushes to inactive cameras when connected to the back PoE port. It will be up to you to have it as the same or different. I'm going to have mine as the same. Unlike SADP and batch configuration, you cannot bulk assign network addresses. They can only be done individually. So select a device, click on Modify Netinfo. As an example, I'll put 192.168.1.50 and 192.168.1.1. If you're unsure of what to put in here, please consult the site's IT department. And the password, we just gave it. That now has address 50. I've gone ahead and configured all of the devices. To add a device individually, select it and click on Add to Client. Alternatively, you can click on Add All. Username will be admin, and the password we just gave it. You also have the option of synchronizing the time. Click on Add. They are now all online. To configure a device, select it and click on Remote Configuration. Please refer to our guides and manuals for details of programming. If the net status is grey with a red circle, this indicates that the device is offline. In this case, I've disconnected it from the network. The reason a device can come offline could be due to network or a power issue. Do as much troubleshooting as you can to get the device back online. You can refresh. The device is now back online. This is RVMS 4200 version 3. To check the version, go to the menu, Help, and About. This will tell you the full version and build of the software. First thing we will need to do is go to Device Management. As you can see, there is nothing here. If you click on Online Device, this brings up the scanning tool down the bottom. To activate devices, select all inactive devices and click on Activate. Input a password. This password is only for the NVR and is the password it pushes to inactive cameras when connected to the back PoE port. It will be up to you to leave it as the same or different. I'm going to have mine as the same. Okay? Now all devices are active. Unlike SADP or batch configuration, you cannot bulk assign network addresses. To change the network address of a device, scroll the way across and click on Network. If you are unsure of what to put in here, please consult the site's IT department. The address I'll be using will be 192.168.1.50. And the gateway I'll use will be 192.168.1.1. And I'll input the password I just gave it. I've gone ahead and changed the network for all devices. To add them to the top, select all active devices and click on Add. The username we use will be admin and the password we just gave it. You also have the option of synchronizing the time. This is useful for Intercom room stations. To configure a device, click on the cog and refer to our manuals and guides for details of programming. If a device is offline, it means there is a network or power issue. I've disconnected a device here, but it could also be due to network settings. If they are not in the same range, then you will have issues connecting. And now it is back online. Thank you for watching.